Hello, hello, welcome. I am Dan Fernacey, and I'm here with our gameplay lead, Trevor Youngblood, and we are excited. We are excited because this year for us is a little different because we've revealed some stuff before at EVO. We were here last year. We showed off a character many of you love, and I don't think anyone hates, called Orcane. But this year is a little different because the game is here as well. So Rivals of Aether 2, we are in the extended lineup. We have a tournament. There will be an EVO champion this weekend, and that is a first time for us, so we are super excited for that bracket. You can watch all the action this weekend, and our top 8 is going to be tomorrow night on the EVO 1 channel. So please, if you like platform fighters, please tune in this weekend.
And I know what you're all thinking. Competition's fun and all, but it's EVO. Where are the reveals? Right? Well, we don't want to keep you waiting, so let's take a sneak peek at the next character coming to Rivals of Aether 2.
Are you sure about this, Ayala? Like, super sure?
Just trust me, Fleet. Badger Co. was squandering something precious. Darn it, Fleet, this was supposed to be a stealth mission.
If I knock them all out, it still counts! I'll buy Vitanum as a special medal. I use rune stones all the time. But you think you can bring this thing back to life?
The Pherosaurs died out ages ago. How cool would it be to see them walk among us again, huh? There, fully calibrated and defragmented. It's alive. Alive!
It's angry! Angry!
First Eliana, now this.
Oh boy, oh boy. So that's right. That's our first totally new character coming to Rivals of Aether 2, not seen at all in the lore. His name's Galvin, and he's pretty cool. Those drills, those seem kind of insane. Trevor, do you think we should we explain how he works?
Nah. What if we had a cool video to show him instead?
You know what, Trevor? That is a great idea. Let's watch that.
Older than time, stronger than steel, fueled by undying rage, born from the dark seas that met the Vitanima ore and laid to rest by a blinding radiance. Waking up a millennia after it and their kind were wiped out, Galvin is a reborn Pherosaur on a rampage, coming to terms with its history and finding a new belonging in a world that has moved on from their cataclysm. Galvin seeks to protect their fallen brethren from being pillaged by Badger Co. But even though it is ancient, Galvin is an innovator that can put modern minds to shame. Galvin is a hard-hitting, heavyweight set-play character that has a focus on using their drills as traps in order to push the slightest advantage to the fullest. Using their large, disjointed normals and unique jab, when Galvin hits a rival, they become galvanized. Once Galvin is able to get a hit in, that is their time to shine. It takes off the old rust and becomes galvanized, allowing Galvin to power up and place his drills after specific moves. These drills hit rivals who are in hit stun, making them ricochet all across the stage. Being galvanized not only allows for traps and set play, but also powers up a ton of Galvin's moves. For instance, his forward air becomes a lot stronger, but there's more. Magnetos is a quick projectile that can be arched and aimed, on top of being land cancelable, allowing Galvin to put on the pressure even from far away. When galvanized, the magnet flies back to Galvin, making that pressure even more threatening and allowing them to use other more committal attacks, where the magnet covers the recovery. The move also changes its trajectory when it flies past drills, giving Galvin a ton of interesting options and ways to stuff out approaches. Drill Rush is a quick burst option that can be used to chase down opponents and is jump cancelable on hit, meaning it becomes a stylish combo move on hit confirm. When galvanized, Drill Rush becomes faster with more range and increased knockback, meaning it can surprise opponents and lead into tide-turning conversions. Chain Grab, no, not that one, is a great move once you are in your opponent's head. It acts as a tech chase option that can cover both left and right on platforms, and can be used in the air to slam into the ground or dunk on rivals who love to jump too much. Galvin's up special is a large spinning move that propels them upwards, but when galvanized, the power becomes otherworldly. Universal Ferrosaur Object, or Galvin's UFO, is the core of Galvin's magnetic power manifested. It creates a platform that Galvin can get even more combo potential out of and can be flown around for a period of time, allowing Galvin to threaten space that other rivals struggle to escape from. You can even use your down special to pull the platform up. As a heavy big body, Galvin has to play neutral deliberately to then become galvanized and begin their steamroll on the opponents, as long as they don't get hit. Galvin's moves do a lot of damage that can rack up really quickly if the opponent panics. So threaten the space, scare them with your big moves, and try to force mistakes. When they least expect it, get them with a grab and show them how scary Galvin can be. Galvin's pummel galvanizes them on normal hits, but his special pummel also makes enemies magnetized. Galvin's magnets laser the opponent and cause them to be magnetized, pulling rivals horizontally towards Galvin when in hit stun, meaning that Galvin gets access to new, truly devastating combos if he can stay galvanized. With how Galvin gets big rewards off of both galvanized and magnetized, means that the 50-50 opponents have to make can be significantly more punishing if they guess incorrectly, since either way, Galvin gets a huge boon to his standard toolkit. Galvin has many tools that give a lot of room for expression and experimentation. You can set up Rube Goldberg death machines, focus on making the most of your scary grab game, wall out enemies with a great projectile and huge normals, or go deep by implementing UFO and Drill Rush into combos that surprise and overwhelm your opponents.
We wanted Galvin's passive to be as straightforward as possible. If you hit somebody, you become galvanized, and if you get hit, you lose it. This allows us to create strong specials that use his passive without making his recovery too good. The core idea behind Galvin is a sequel to Crag. People love Crag, so why not make a Crag 2.0? Galvin is big, he's heavy, and his up special is an evolution to what Crag can do with his up special pillar.
Coming up with ideas for new Galvin skins is pretty challenging because you have to remember that you're basically designing two skins. You're making both default Galvin and whatever his galvanized state's gonna look.
One hurdle was trying to make it that he wasn't a villain. So I remember one I had showed a lot more teeth, kind of made him look a lot more ferocious and scary, and we wanted to kind of dial that back.
One unexpected animation idea that made it into the final game was Jab 3. Galvin actually didn't have any Jab 3, but then I was like, make it spin like that.
Drill sounds? That's easy, right? Yeah. With Galvin, the biggest challenge was crafting drill sounds that could convey his power and weight without being annoying to listen to repeatedly.
We have been teasing Galvin since like January. and we've been dropping hints all over the place, and not everybody has found them all. It's been really cool seeing the community speculate, and I'm just saying there may be teasers for future stuff too. I'm not confirming anything, but, you know, keep your eyes peeled.
We have put a lot of love and care into making Galvin. We experimented with a lot of different ideas to try and make sure each of Galvin's tools were unique, while also having synergy. We know that players that put in the elbow grease and are smart with Galvin's expansive toolkit are going to excel past his weaknesses and show how terrifying his strengths are. With every new character we introduce to Rivals of Aether 2, more stories come to the world of Aether. We hope you enjoy our metal-bending Pterosaur, Galvin, as it escapes Badger Co. and finds a place to calm its humming heart.
Creating Galvin was a ton of fun, and we're excited we get to show off the final character in our 2025 lineup.
Yeah, so with that, all 4 characters for the year are now revealed. Galvin will be out in October, but we've come a long way since our launch last October. So we thought, since it's been a while, let's give you an update on where we're headed next.
So to finish off 2025, we're going to start with 5 more events. So that's more skins, more palettes, all of that. We're going to do advanced tutorials so you can finally make it out of bronze. And then we're going to do a crew battle mode, which is a little different from a traditional crew battle.
Yeah, crew battle is really exciting for me. It's a feature mostly going to be online. That's how it's going to be used. And you'll be able to queue up with 2 other friends or by yourself and get matched with whoever you want. And it's a 3v3 battle. You each get a stock. Going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, let's get into the crux of it, 2026. So yeah, we got some things that we're committing to that we're revealing here right now for you. 4 new characters next year. I think people were expecting it, but it's a little crazy. Let me tell you, as an indie studio, 4 characters is a lot. And for some reason, we're going to do it again. We're going to run it back because 2025 was so sick. Let's do it again. So that's our plan, 4 characters. Here's the big one, Steam Workshop, which if you have played Rivals of Aether, the first game, you might be familiar with the fact that it supports Steam Workshop. I don't know. I would say at EVO, you're probably more into the sick movesets and the awesome balance from Trevor, but you might be familiar. So we've actually kind of went ahead. We partnered with another company, SkyMap Games, who's helping us on the engineering side to move this feature up because we really want to see what people can do with custom characters. That's a big one for us. So we've kind of siloed that feature out. It's just characters initially. We're committing to 2026. Our goal is to start doing closed betas before the end of this year. So working with some people from the modding community, and we'll have this feature out sometime in 2026 for everyone. The next couple are a little surprising. So item mode would probably surprise you, was not something that was on the previous roadmap, but I'm excited to say that one of the reasons you see it is because 2026 is going to feature our first item character, which I'll let you speculate on who that could be, but what that means is you're going to need to throw the items back at this character. So what that means is every character needs item animations, item states, so why not make an item mode? It's going to be sick. This character's going to be worth it, trust me. So that is pretty huge. And then right under that, we have Aether stages because when we have items, you're going to need somewhere fun to play with your friends. You know, we have Fire Capital, but we need some crazy stages. So there'll be some more casual stages coming in 2026 as well. Next, we got legendary skins over in the corner. This is something that people have kind of assumed because our game has room for it. There is no legendary skin yet. What these are going to be is it's going to change the character into someone else. So we have our prototype here. That is Renburn. He will come out next year on top of Zetterburn. These could be characters from our lore. They could also be characters from anywhere. So that is what a legendary skin is going to entail. It is a character on top of an existing character. And then we're also going to be doing new menus, a ton of stuff that we've been working on for this year is going to be sliding into next year. We got character progression, we got stats, we got match history. All of those menus will be coming, hopefully, if not the end of this year, in 2026.
And then after 2026, we're going to start by bringing in a Rivals 1 fan favorite feature, custom colors. Yeah. And then we're going to restart development on Story Mode Chapter 1, and the release of that is going to coincide with console launch. Yeah. And then depending on how workshop characters go, we are planning on doing workshop items, stages, and modes, so you can basically just make anything you want. And then we're going to make buddies, which is a fun little cosmetic feature where a little buddy follows you around on the map. And it was really just Dan's excuse to get his dog in the game.
Yeah. Buddies is one that somehow keeps being on our to-do list, even though multiple team members have tried to delete it and get it back or remove it. Jamie on our team keeps sending me his design doc for Buddy Gardens, where you'll get to raise them or something. I don't know. It's definitely the scope creep side of the game. We'll see. That's why it's Beyond. It's the very bottom of Beyond, because it could be a whole new... When Buddies launch, we could all be, I don't know, we'll be on Mars playing it, I imagine. But yeah, so as with everything, we're going to keep doing bug fixes. We're going to keep doing balance. We got a lot of stuff this weekend, too, as well. Not just... this panel, but we're going to have our top 8 tomorrow night at 6 p.m. So tune into that. We're going to be revealing what the event is for next month. Every month we do a new cosmetic themed event. This one is super hype. Our video team knocked it out of the park. So definitely make sure you watch the beginning of top 8 tomorrow. And then we're also going to be doing Twitch drops for Rivals 2 the whole weekend. So if you like platform fighters, now is the time to be watching Rivals 2. But for right now, we thought it might be cool to end our segment with a little bit of a live Q&A, because we're not scared of anything. Or anyone, maybe, hopefully. So yeah, we'll get set up. If you have a question, we're going to have you come up and ask questions in front of us. Yeah.
Hello. I'm just curious. So a lot of other fighting games like Street Fighter 6, Street Fighter 5, and I think also Guilty Gear kind of did this, where like they'll have a post, like they have like a season 2 or season 3 where like you do a huge like sort of systems overhaul. Like in Street Fighter 5, I think season 5 they added V-Shift, and I think I want to say something similar happened in Guilty Gear Strive in season 3 to add like some sort of burst mode thing. Do you see yourself adding sort of like down the road a new edition with new mechanics, or is the mechanics in Rivals 2 always going to stay the same from now on?
Yeah, that's a great question. So asking about, are we going to do big shifts, kind of like you'd see in a Street Fighter season revamp? Yeah, we are thinking along those lines. I think the game we're modeling a little closer to would be like League of Legends, where once a year they have like an off season between their competitive, and then that's where they change the jungle every year, for example, if you play that game. So for us, we would like to once a year be doing bigger system, not character mechanics. This year, I think we've done more system mechanics than we intended, but that's because the game just launched and it's new, so we've been changing a lot of things. My plan is, right after our finals, so right after the R2CS finals, there will be a big patch, ideally once a year, where we change some core mechanics, and I also want to change the stage list at that time as well. So for Rivals 2, my goal is to always have 10 stages, but we kind of retire some layouts that are less popular and bring in new ones. So yeah, once a year would be our hope.
I have a quick question. I'm a Brawlhalla fan, and I love Ragnar Maple. Do you think we can get a legendary skin from, maybe Bovar? Maybe somebody from Brawlhalla?
That's a great
2026.
That's a great question. I got to talk to them again. So Brawlhalla came about because we met them at PAX, and we would hang out at a lot of events. I think any event where we were at and Brawlhalla was there, met all the devs, got to be friends with them. Yeah, I think I would just have to see who's still around, hit up communication. If they're interested, I'm down to talk. I'll pick up the phone.
All right. All right, that would be hype. Thank you.
That would be sick.
Hi. So as someone who's one of the leads in the current modding community, as you can see. Do you have any like limitations or any like caveats of what we can or cannot do at this time before official workshop drops?
Yeah, so the question is on Workshop, are there going to be any limitations? So there will be a bit. Right now, what SkyMap Games is working on us with is getting all of the 10 launch characters as examples, built in through, the mod kit tool, which means you'll be able to see all of them. It'll be a bit different than Rivals. In Rivals 1, we didn't actually have those examples. We had Guadua and Sandberg, and you could kind of recreate a base character, but not exactly. So if anything, this will be a leg up initially, because you'll have all of the mechanics from the 10 launch characters. There will probably be some stuff you can't do. One thing that we're working on for sure is we have listen servers, which means Workshop initially will be a player is hosting, right? Because that way we're not having all of our, dedicated servers with being crashed by Workshop characters that aren't tested yet. So Workshop will initially be all through player hosting, which means, you can also play your friend in your neighborhood and have an easy connection as well. So right now, no limitations like that, but it will be a little bit of a different process compared to Rivals 1. And then obviously, it's 3D, it's in Unreal, so it will require a bit different skill set compared to Rivals 1.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Hello. So Rivals was a huge inspiration for me growing up because I got into indie development. So my question was kind of more about development from both of you, because I'm looking to ship next year and it's kind of scary. So I was kind of curious what kind of advice you might have for a newer developer, and if I could add a little thing, for balancing and design, how much are you writing GDDs? How much are you in engine? How much are you playtesting? I'd be kind of curious to know where the balance lies for you, the sweet spot.
Yeah, so I'll start with that. For documents, we always start with the document for every character, and it's usually like a collaborative effort between a bunch of people on the team. I'll usually do all of the core designs, and then people will pitch in everything. Then after that, it's mostly we try to get them in game as simple as possible. So just they function, but they don't look pretty.
Sure.
And then we play test from there. Eventually, they make it to beta, and then beta test them more. So eventually, they just get refined into the character that you see in the trailers and all that.
Oh, so doc first, and then lots of playtesting.
Yeah, always doc first,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I think the big thing that Trevor's gameplay lead on Rivals 2, so he's been cooking up all of the, a lot of the characters lines, a lot of the balancing now. We have a really good team of basically we have volunteer closed beta testing that we lean on for Rivals 2. So if you're an indie developer right now, it's getting all your friends together, right? You need to find the fun, and to find the fun, you need to be playing it, and you need to be iterating. And if you think you can just wait till the end to iterate, it's going to be painful. So getting a group of friends who's nice enough and willing to play updated versions, get them in Discord, play together, that's massive.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Hello. I'm kind of cheating. I have a request and a question. For the first request, hi, I'm Steve from Blue's Clues. Can you sign my handy dandy notebook?
Absolutely.
Yes, we'll do that.
And for the question, I forgot the question. I'm too excited now. Yeah, I forgot the question. Bless you for Fleet and bless you for Olympia. Thank you. I love those characters very much.
Yeah, thank you.
I have the pin as well.
All right, I think that's it. That's so funny. Oh, right here. All right. Here, you hold my mic.
Live signing.
Oh, I remember the question. So you know how Smash Brothers has an announcer? Have you ever considered using your own voice as an announcer pack for the game? I'd love to hear you say, Olympia!
Our producer has definitely volunteered his own voice for not only announcing, but for every character that comes out.
Yeah, and he is not a voice actor at all. So he does do, what do we call it? Is scratch recordings? I forget what the temporary term is for that. He'll record things before we have the actual voice acting, so we get to hear him early into trailers. This last trailer, it's all him doing both voices. It's really good. Beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
All right.
I think that's it.
I think that's all the questions we have. So thank you so much. Again, we are Aether Studios. Super exciting. So please tune in this weekend. We love Evo. It's one of our favorite events to go to every year. So we hope to see you next year as well.